Hi, welcome to my channel, Takayaki Tarot. Today is Thursday, September 11th, 2025. So before I get started, I want to remind anyone that's watching that these messages are not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If they resonate with you and gives you clarity, great. If it does not, then don't force it to be your story. Give me 1 second, hold on. I have like the sniffles this morning, so it's like 7 o'clock in the morning, by the way, so but it is a good sign that autumn is arriving, so okay. It's hot. I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling cards, and then we'll go from there. I'm gonna try and make this quick and simple because of how early it is. I'm sleepy and my nose is anyways. I just heard this reading is going to be fun. So, we'll see. Yeah, this reading is going to be fun. So the first card that came out is he's obsessed with you. Okay. But for others of you, this could be a feminine who is obsessed with you. Take it how it resonates, okay? But one of the reasons why they could be obsessed with you, if this even is the same person, because you could have someone else that's obsessed with you, and it could be like a healthy obsession, like they just are enamored with you. It's giving Gomez Adams, right? That's like healthy obsession. That's healthy love. That's healthy adoration. That's healthy, service, because he's like always in service to his wife, whatever she needs, right? It's like healthy, okay? So there could be a divine feminine or masculine, take it how it resonates again, that is obsessed with you in a very healthy way. Now, the dual to that would be you could have a karmic masculine or a karmic feminine that is obsessed with you because a karmic cycle with them, whatever a karmic contract that you had with them, it ended. It's no more. On the bottom of the deck it says end of karmic cycle. Okay, so that's that. I just need like one good sneeze. You know how like when your nose is so stuffy, right? But it feels like it's running. But it's like every time you blow your nose, something's coming out. So you need like that one good sneeze and it just all like forces it out. I need that. So, and then I'll be able to like go to sleep. Alright, an unlikely ally. An unlikely ally. So you have an unlikely ally, someone who you probably would have never thought or imagined was sent into your life or was put in your vicinity as a means of protection or to like protect you. It's kind of like it's giving undercover cop, but like they might not even be like an actual cop. They could just be like your neighbor next door or the garbage man, or I don't know. Okay, but this is someone who you wouldn't think was put in your life deliberately as a means of protection for you. And it could be because you have someone that's dangerously obsessed with you. So the unlikely ally could be the healthy obsession person. Huh. Your mother / stepmother. There's something about your mom or your stepmom. Depending how it resonates, take it how it resonates. So your mother could know about someone's unhealthy obsession for you or of you. So this is getting twisted because I feel like for some of you, your mother or your stepmother could be tracking someone who has a dangerous obsession with you. I'm hearing let them. Let your mom or your stepmother follow the person that's like dangerously obsessed with you. Let them. Because they're following that person. They don't realize that. I'm not going to say it. Psalms 34:18. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted. He rescues those whose spirits are crushed. So the person that is obsessed with you, not only are they that's dangerously obsessed, not the Gomez Adam kind of obsession. So the person that's dangerously obsessed with you, they're obsessed because a contract or a cycle has ended with them or is ending with them. And because that's ending, essentially you're not left broken, defeated, down and out, on your last crumb, on your last pinnacle. And that's another reason why they could be obsessed. It's really more obsessed about why your well-being isn't being affected by the ending of this karmic cycle with them. Your mother could also be wondering the same thing. Why didn't this ending of the cycle with them, this person that's dangerously obsessed with you now, they could also be, they could have also deliberately ended the cycle, right? Just to put your well-being in harm's way for however way, whatever way. Okay? Your mother or your stepmother or their stepmother could be aware of that. And they're obsessed because it's not, you're fine. Because God's got you always and forever. Okay? Yeah. Psalms 34:18. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted. He rescues those whose spirits are crushed. So the whole point of, one of the reasons why this person is obsessed with you is because you're not crushed. Your spirit is still intact and whole, better than ever, brighter than ever, healthier than ever. All right. So just as this person is dangerously obsessed with you, you have someone that's obsessed in a healthy way. That's adoration, admiration. Okay, it's more like Gomez Adams, that kind of way. Lives to backstab people. Yeah, so the person that's like dangerously obsessed with you, they don't have any good intentions for you, or when it comes to you, they don't have any good intentions. Okay, they don't. It's not good. And I feel like the reason why they're really irritated at the fact that, what do you mean? It's like if they deliberately broke up with you or ended a relationship with you, or deliberately quit or fired you, or betrayed you, whatever the case it is, right? That was done deliberately so that way your well-being, your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit, your finances could be affected. You ever seen TV shows and movies, right, where the girl and the guy, they're dating and the girl is beautiful and glowing and happy and skin is looking preppy and plump, whatever, or the guy is looking confident and well put together and, glowing and, very attractive, right? And then something happens where they get dumped, and the guy's got like a 5 o'clock shadow all the time. His hair is always not done. He's got bags under his eyes. He's just not putting effort in his appearance. Or the girl, like, she looks gloomy. She lost her glow. That was a point. That's kind of how they wanted you to be in. And that didn't happen. It's like they broke your heart. You got dumped, shattered. And then the next day, it's like, what breakup? What happened? It's like it doesn't even show. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why they're obsessed and irritated, because you were supposed to be broken. But God was like, no, I'm close. I'm here. Repeating cycles. So this person, for some of you, it could be your ex and their mother, or your ex and your mother, especially if you have a mother or a mother figure, okay? Especially if this maternal figure is very male-centered, right? Like the male would do something bad to you, but then she'll ask you what you did to deserve it. It's like not honey. It's like Enough. You know the movie Enough with Jennifer Lopez, and her husband was like super abusive, and like one night her husband hit her and all that stuff, and she went to her husband's mother, right? And she showed his mom, and then his mom was like, what did you say to him? What did you do? Did you upset him? And that really took Jennifer Lopez's character, like, because it's like, what did I do to deserve this? Hello, like, you know. So it's like that. So that could be an example of a male-centered mother figure, or a male-centered woman, where it's just like the man can do no wrong because they seek the approval of man because it gives them their sense of worth. That's a male-centered. So your mother or your stepmother could be on your ex's or a masculine's side, and this masculine is dangerously obsessed with you and wants to harm you even further, because the way they harmed you before didn't work. It wasn't enough because they didn't see it. They need to see that you're affected negatively by them denying you, not choosing you, not wanting you, betraying you, backstabbing you, whatever the case it is. They need to see it. They need to know that I hurt you, right? And they're not seeing it, so their obsession is becoming. It's just because, it's just because of that, because they're not seeing that they're affecting you, and why would they? Because they're not. They have a knife behind their back. Jesus Christ. He's obsessed with you, lives to backstab people. They have a knife behind their back. This person is out for blood. They're not playing around. And I feel like just as this person is dangerously obsessed with you, like I said, you have someone who is also obsessed with you, but in a more healthy way. It's like, it seems dark, because obsession itself can just seem dark in general. But I'm just getting the opposite of this is Gomez Adams, like that kind of energy. Like he's all about his wife. He's about his family, his wife, like, you know, and I feel like that person was deliberately put into your energy as a means of like protection for you, because you have this person on the other end of the spectrum that is dangerous and obsessed. All right. Your mother is aware of how dangerous and obsessed this person is. They know something about this masculine. They know. All right. They have an inkling, right? They could know like this masculine's not good, but because they're male-centered, they're going to ignore it, overlook it, protect them, or this would be someone like you want to leave your husband, or you want to leave your boyfriend, or whatever the case is. Like your mom, if this resonates with you, your mom would be the kind of person to be like, well, can't you just work it out? Can't you just forgive him? He didn't mean it. It was just a joke, right? That's because they're male-centered. So, but so that's that. On the bottom of the deck, we have the letter S. Could be somebody's first, last, middle, initial, name of a word or a place. I feel like somebody wants to say sorry to you. Too late now to say sorry. Yeah. But one, it's too late to say sorry. Two, they want to say sorry to that way you can be like, okay, you're forgiven, here's a hug. And then they're gonna, once you are embraced in a hug by them, they're gonna stab you in the back. Okay? I feel like your mom is like, or your stepmother or a mother figure they're like really, like their eyes are like glued onto this masculine that's obsessed with you. It's like they can't see anything else. Like this is their main focus at the moment, which is also dangerous too, because like, hello mom, don't you see that this person like trying to unalive me? Hello, you don't see that? Oh, he doesn't mean it, sweetie. He doesn't mean it. You just we all have our faults. It's like that. We all have our faults, you know. He's a good man. He's trying. It's that's the male-centered woman, okay? So it is different because this masculine, they're not a good masculine, because why are they trying to stab you or backstab you? But this is someone who deliberately backstabs other people. Like that's what they do. So your mother or your stepmother or a mother figure is taking the side of the villain, the person that means to harm you, and they're not a good person. So by extension, your mother or your stepmother or this mother figure is not a good person, because you're literally defending your child's attacker, and you have to be the child of this mother, right? Because we all come from a mother. So you could be a divine masculine, and this is a karmic woman that's doing this to you. Or you could be a divine feminine. You have this masculine that's like trying to hunt you down. And I don't know, there's something, it's not like supportive, but it borderlines on that. Like, I don't know, like your mother could be sympathetic to this person's cause when it comes to you, right? Like this person could have used your mother or your stepmother as like a shoulder to cry on, or like maybe they reached out to them to get them to be sympathetic to their cause, and you know, maybe you can talk to the collective for me. You're their mom, right? And then your male-centered mother or stepmother or this male-centered mother figure would be like, you know what? She would be the delusional one to like either give them your number, your address, or plan, okay, well, why don't we just, you know, have lunch, but I won't tell her that you're coming, or I won't tell him that you're coming. Okay, it's very dangerous, actually. So, dash there. The letter B could be somebody's first, last, middle, initial, number, reward, or place. Something about burning. I just got like 3 different things, but yeah, something about burning. So one of the cards I seen was repeating cycles, right? So this person would essentially be burning in hell, or this feels like their reality, like they're in hell. Right? Or they feel like because they got burned by you, they want to burn you, or they want to betray you because they feel like you betrayed them. Or it could even be the fact that you're some ending or breakup or whatever, it didn't affect you to the way where they can see it, and they feel like they're betrayed by that. Well, if you're not really affected, then it must not be real, or it must have not been real. And it's just like, no, you're just not built for that weak shit. It's like you're just built differently. So everyone grieves differently, okay? So they could feel like they were betrayed because they didn't get the scene and the tears and the splash and with water in the face. They didn't get that whole dramatic, the theatrics and the dramatics. They didn't get that. So anyways, you have the healing touch, okay? So on the bottom of the deck it says self-love is the best love. Self-love is the best love. So I feel like that could be why. I was like, why am I going to cry over this breakup when I can just boss up, right? All that energy, all that time that I would be grieving and crying and mourning and grieving and crying, being stuck for days, weeks, months, years. You can just internalize that and boss up, because why not? And I feel like this person, oh, that's what it is. This person feels like you robbed them of like the dramatics or the theatrics or the opportunity to like revel or experience such a breakup, such a dramatic scene. They feel like you robbed them of that, like that moment of I can't believe it. They feel like you robbed them of that because it never happened. So it's like something is very anticlimactic to them about you, and they feel robbed. Like you took that moment from them, your moment of vulnerability, which you chose to experience in your own way. They feel like you robbed that from them, from allowing them to see you vulnerable in that moment that they put you in. They feel like you robbed that. So they feel like you owe them some sort of outburst, some sort of dramatic theatrics, some sort of, I don't know, 911, police, help. They feel like you owe them something like that. And that's where they're wrong, because you don't. You don't. You don't. You don't. You don't. You don't. You don't owe them nothing. Right? I'm also getting, I think it's in Wound, where that narcissist, the guy, right? And he was already cheating on her anyways. But, he wanted to break up with her. And she was like, okay, fine. And then he, like, was like, that's it? You're not... And she was like, well, what did you expect? That we cuddle? And then he's, like, calling her out her face. And he's like, oh, you're being a bitch. And she said, how? You're the one that wanted to break up with me. How are you getting mad? Because she's not reacting the way that... Or you're not reacting, or you didn't react the way that you were supposed to react. And they feel like you robbed them of that moment to feel like, yeah, I did that. I hurt the collective. I made them cry and weep and get on their knees and gnash their teeth and beg and scream and cry and put on a show. I was able to knock down the collective a few pegs. And they didn't get to see that because that's not necessary. So that's the moment that they feel that that you robbed them of. Which is crazy, because just as you can't dictate whether or not, like, you hurt me, you can't say that you didn't hurt me. It's the same as you hurt me, you can't say how I grieve or cry or deal with this hurt that you put on me. You know, you can't, right? Anyways, that's that. No more, no less. I'm so sleepy. Alright, I'll get like 6 cards in the Knuckles reading. Yeah, I want to get 6 and I'll close it. Death. The Fool could be an Aries. Alright. Could be a Scorpio. You could be an Aries, you could be a Scorpio. This person could be an Aries that's obsessed with you. This person that could be a Scorpio that's obsessed with you. I also feel like with a Fool desk here, this is someone that they are adamant. Like, this is something that they've decided. They decided that they are going to betray you, or they decided that they're going to end something from you. That is now their identity for the time being. That's who they are. Someone that is seeking justice or revenge, essentially. They're seeking revenge for the fact that you robbed them of this moment, this grand, theatrical, dramatic, embarrassing, shameful, pitying, embarrassing moment of you. They feel like you robbed them of that, so they want to betray. They want revenge for this. So as of right now, this is who they are. Someone seeking revenge. That's their identity. Okay? So that's that. Because you robbed them of I didn't even get to see you grieve. How are you already bossing up? How are you already glowing? How are you already healing and loving yourself? Did you even grieve the fact that I hurt you? You must not have loved me or liked me or whatever if you're able to just fix yourself up. And that's crazy. You can't. This was your decision, first of all. Second of all, you can't decide how someone grieves, or, right? Maybe boss it up is how they grieve, but that's for people. If you're one of those people that your means of grieving is to boss up and glow up and all that stuff, these people they're gonna hate you and they will seek revenge, because that's not how it was supposed to go. Especially if they were deliberately trying to do it to where they can like look down on you. Like, yeah, I did that. It's like they were looking at their work and they were proud of their artwork, right? Which is dismantling you, but that never happened. So there's nothing for them to admire. So now their ego is like, well, what just happened? Right? So as of right now, that's who they are. That is their identity. Someone seeking revenge. Someone seeking to end something for you. Okay, that's who they are. You take out their ID says seeker of revenge. So be mindful. Alright, because people who seek revenge will stop at nothing until they get it, or until it's too late for them. The Hermit, the Cosmic Tree, Virgo. So we got Aries, Virgo. Could be an Aries, could be a Virgo. Whoever this person is, their health is on the line. It's not good. They're losing connections, not just spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, but it's like they're being cut off. Okay, I've been getting a lot of "you're cut off." That's like old school wilding out. I've been getting a lot of that early this morning. So whoever this individual is, their health, they're cut off from a lifeline or something, or maybe you were their lifeline, right? Maybe they were taking your energy and you cut them off, right? They were trying to do something to where they feel, I don't know what this is, but they're cut off from energy, a source, and they don't feel like it's fair. And I feel like by them ending things with you, because this is what I'm getting. If this is someone that deliberately ended things with you just so that way they can feel superior, they realize like immediately right after, yeah, you just cut off your life source, your supply, your energy, your whatever you were feeding off of, you deliberately kicked them out. Right? And I feel like God saved you. God was close to your heart, saved you. Now you got love, self-love, blah, 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 this, all that. And it's like this person feels like it's just unfinished. It's not fair for them. Because not only did they do that because they want to feel superior to you, but you telling me, imagine, put it like this. They got rid of like the one thing that was keeping them alive, just because they wanted to feel good about themselves for a hot second. They wanted to feel good. They wanted to massage their ego, and they got rid of the one thing that was keeping them alive, keeping them afloat, maintaining their energy, their vitals, their health. So without you, there's none of that. There's no health, there's no glory, there's no light, there's no abundance, blessings, prosperity. There's none of that because they don't have you. You're the chosen one, the golden goose. I literally heard those words too. You know, they say you're the chosen one, you're the golden goose. All right, so they lost that. So their health is on. That's one of the reasons why they're obsessed with you. All right, because their health is declining, and their health is declining because they're obsessed with you. And there's nothing they can do about it. They're repeating cycles, doing the same shit over and over again, not getting anywhere, not doing anything. Okay. And that's who they are. That's their identity. And they can't escape that. Not for the time being. And just as they are who they are, you can see that. Knight of Swords upright. The fighter. That's your energy. I feel like you're using your words and your voice to make something known, make something clear. Right? It could be your boundaries. You could be... you could also have your ancestors around you, making sure that your words, the words that come out of your mouth, the words that you're using your voice to form together and say, they stick. All right. Like if my baby says no, it's no. Well, yeah. Wow. I feel like, look, this is part of the Knight of the Swords suit. Look, the Knight of Swords. It's sticking the knife in that bird's mouth. There's something about your truth. You're standing in your truth no matter what. And it's like this person wants to devour you. And I'm also hearing if I can't have you, no one can. That's very dangerous. You need to be careful. Okay? Another thing is this person's very insecure. Okay? With the whole, if I can't have you, no one can. Whereas Gomez, he is so secure. It's like it just wouldn't bother him if Morticia would speak to another man. Not that she would, but unless it was like absolutely necessary. But he wouldn't. He doesn't, because he's very secure in his position. He knows who he is. All right, that would be the healthy. This is the obsession. Oh gosh. Two of trees, two of wands. No, two of pentacles. Two of pentacles reverse. So that's the two of trees, two of wands. So I feel like this maternal figure around you, this mother figure, your mother figure, stepmother, I don't know what's going on with them. I don't know why it matters, but it's coming up. But this feminine energy, she's very unbalanced, and she's kind of like losing her mind. She's just losing her shit. Okay, I don't know what her problem is, but it's like this man, this masculine's health, it's one thing, but then you have this maternal figure. It's like she's witnessing the downfall of this masculine, and that's really triggering her. And it's like, is that your boyfriend, your husband? Like, why are you being so affected by, right? So I don't feel like there's like an actual bloodline connection between these two, but I feel like, because I feel like this is a male-centered woman. It could be multiple women. It's like the health and concerns of this masculine, it really, really affects her and matters to her, and it's weird. But like I said, I don't know why it matters, but I guess it matters because the worse this masculine gets, so too will this feminine get. Like, her health would also get worse as well. So you're going to be... So I guess it's to let you know who's who. Okay? So as this masculine's health worsens and gets worse and worse and worse, this feminine, her health will too... It will also decline because she's so worried about this masculine. It's like, this is a woman who... if her man's stability is crumbling, she starts freaking out because how am I going to support myself? How am I going to live? It's like that. All right. So, yeah. So somehow, some way, this mother figure, your mother, your stepmother, she is dependent on this masculine that is obsessed with you. I don't know how, but you're going to know who it is because his health it's not good. And her health is, by witnessing his health, her health is not good. So I guess you'll know. These are like telltale signs, okay? The King of Cups upright. King of Chalices, the Peacemaker. So this could be, that's the King of Chalices, and then that's the Peacemaker. So this could be the person that is put into your energy. This person is also, they have a moon on their face and they're holding a wand, the star, sun, but they're facing this man who's obsessed with you. So there could be two masculines that are aware of each other in your energy, whether or not you know who's the dangerous obsessed one and who's like the positive obsessed one. You may not be entirely sure of who's who, but energetically, these two masculines, they know of each other. There's a war going on spiritually. I'm hearing for your hand in marriage. Okay? But the thing is, this King of Cups upright is the one that's like been put in your energy to protect you, and they're watching, or they have like a knowing, because they have the moon on their face. So they have a knowing of who the obsessed one is with you, but they're not saying anything. They're not doing anything about it. They're just aware of the situation as well. Okay? I feel like all you have to do is just love yourself. You don't really have to pay attention to this. Just be aware, right? If you weren't. But bless you. I feel like this King of Cups also watched you defeat some sort of beast or monster with your words. Okay? And you could have done that with like very little to nothing. And they're watching that. They want to amplify that piece of yours. They want to pour into. I'm getting that saying, if you give a man a fish, he will eat for a day. But if you teach a man to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. So I feel like there's something that's long lasting between you and this King of Cups upright. I'm getting so nauseous. It's crazy. This King of Cups wants to give you something long lasting. It could be a legacy, divine help, protection, a helping hand, whatever. But they're going to give you something long lasting. And a lot of it has to do because they see the beast that you essentially have to battle or are battling. Okay. I need one more and then I'll close the reading. 2, 4, 5. The Emperor reverse, yeah, so this could be karmic Aries. 10 of Wands reverse. They feel some type of way because you could they feel like they meant nothing. Like they didn't matter, they didn't hold weight in your life because you didn't react or respond or grieve the way you should have in their mind, right? With the Emperor reverse, yeah. This could be this is definitely karmic masculine, could be an Aries. With the 10 of Wands reverse, right? So that they just feel like that's all I meant to you, right? I'm not worth a tear. They feel like they just had no weight in your energy, and because of that, now they want to find some way to betray you and backstab you. But this King of Cups sees that. These two masculines, they see each other. They may not know who each other is either, but if they were around each other, they're gonna know something's up. Their spirit's gonna feel it, right? You ever walk into a room and you probably never been in that room or never met those people before, right? Or whatever, but you can just immediately tell like the tension between certain people. It's like that. These two men have tension between each other because they are both obsessed with the same individual. One is very, very dangerous and wants to hurt the Divine Feminine or Empress, and the other one wants to protect and save Divine Feminine Empress. Okay? I don't know if they're going to do anything to each other directly, like maybe share words, speak, argue, yell, fight. I don't know. I hope it doesn't get to that point. But if they were next to each other, energetically, they're going to know, oh, this is... Okay, so it's like that. They're going to know that it's a war, right? For your hand in marriage. So this is a reading. Bye.